Hey everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. Today might be a little bit controversial. We're talking about zero waste swaps that I regret. We're gonna do this vlog style. We're just gonna go room by room in my house. I'm doing this completely unscripted and without thinking. It's just kind of be like, as I see them, we're gonna talk about them. So yeah, before we get into it, if you are new here, I'd really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. I talk about all sorts of things zero waste, focusing on free, easy, and fun ways to live low waste and practical ways to be an activist. And I definitely am not your typical zero waster. I don't even really call myself that. And then also, I would love for you guys to tell me your least favorite zero waste swaps down below, zero waste swaps you regret, and things like that, because it's really interesting to see how I might hate some of these and they might be your favorite swap. So if I mention one that you really like, don't take offense to it because everyone has their own preferences, and some of the things that you hate, I will probably love too. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's go start in the kitchen. Actually, just kidding, we're gonna start in here with this toothpaste soap. I did a toothpaste review video, I'll leave it linked above. And for that video, I wanted to compare all different types of zero waste toothpaste, whether that be in aluminum, in plastic, toothpaste soap, toothpaste tabs, toothpaste gel. So I did buy that for the purpose of that video, knowing that I probably wouldn't like it, and I was right, I did not like this. So this one's the first one that I regret. And we have another similar one we'll talk about when we get back to the bathroom. The next zero waste swap that I regret is this bamboo cutlery set. This was probably one of the very first things that I bought when I'm like, I'm transitioning to zero waste, I'm gonna be zero waste, whatever. I got them on Amazon first off. Not very good company to support. Who knows how actually ethical and sustainably these were sourced. The good part I like about them though is they are very lightweight, which makes them great for travel. They're not heavy, they don't take up a lot of space, etc. It would have been a lot cheaper had I just headed to a secondhand store and bought a fork, knife, and a spoon for like 50 cents a piece, and then fashioned a bag myself out of something. You don't even need a bag, you can just tie them with a rubber band. Buying this from brand new, really, I do regret it. Though that being said, I don't regret this swap in general. I just think there's a lot more sustainable way I could have gone about it. And then I've added some straws, a boba and a regular. I've got some chopsticks and a pen. The next zero waste swap that I regret is a dish soap bar. Now, as you can see, I've obviously gotten a lot of use out of it. It's a great product, it really is, and I recommend it if you like using bars. This one's from Concentrated. I'll leave my review video up above. I just don't like using them. I find that they are more difficult to use than liquid soap, obviously. Though I did find the method that works best for me is to use a rag or a sponge as opposed to a brush. I find when you're using a brush, you lose a lot of the soap, like as it drips on your soap tray. That's just my personal experience. But thankfully for me, I have a bulk store now that I live in the US again, and I can get liquid dish soap refills in bulk. So that's my preference now. And I honestly don't know if I'm ever gonna get through this because I just really don't like using it. Similar to my reusable cutlery is my water bottle. Now I say it's similar because I don't regret the swap itself. I love this thing. I use it every single day. I've gotten so much use out of it. It's got dents, got quite the character. But I regret this one specifically because again, I bought it through Amazon. I don't know how actually sustainable it is, but it was one of my very first swaps before I did a lot of research. So moving forward, I would have chosen a more sustainable brand, a more ethical brand to support instead. So really, I just regret how I came about this swap. I don't really regret this swap at all. I don't have the exact ones with me, but I did buy a few brand new reusable shopping bags, and I regret them because I hate the handles. They're like half this size and they're really hard to get my arm through, like all the way up to the shoulder. They are very poor quality. I got them at the dollar store and I lived in Japan, and the rest of my reusable bags I've gotten for free. I don't really know where. I think I found this one in the trash. This one I got as part of like a product, like it was reusable period underwear, and they sent me a bag as well. I found a lot of them in the trash when I like dumpster dove in Japan. Also, they're so easy to find at the thrift store. So again, I don't regret the swap. I just regret how I came about the swap. Yeah, so if you're in the market for reusable grocery bags, I highly encourage you check your thrift stores first. Okay, let's move on to the bathroom. As I said with the other toothpaste, sorry it's echoey in here, there's another one I regret, and that is toothpaste tabs. I tried them once before, years ago, hated them. I bought some more for that toothpaste review video, also hated them, so I sent them to my sister. This brand reached out to me, so thank you Nelson Naturals for sending me these, because they were like, we heard you hate toothpaste tabs, but we're convinced you'll like ours. And I'm like, sure, go ahead, send them to me. I really shouldn't have done that. Now I know. I've tried 3 different brands. I hate them. I hate them. Not Nestle Naturals. They're a great company. They come in glass, completely plastic free. If you like toothpaste tabs, you should definitely try them out. If you don't like toothpaste tabs, quit wasting your money trying to buy new brands of toothpaste tabs. I'm mostly talking to myself. This one of the main ingredients is sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. You can really taste it. It's kind of fizzy. It's kind of citrusy. I don't know. And something in my brain cannot comprehend how to use these. I always try to swallow them because I think they're like candy. I don't know, my taste buds sending that signal to my brain just can't wrap my mind around that these are toothpaste, and it's so difficult for me to chew it long enough to turn it into a paste without wanting to swallow it. Am I the only one that has that issue? Because I have that issue every time. And I also just hate the texture. I hate how I can't get it into an actual paste, like there's still clumps. I don't find that it brushes very well for me. This is with all toothpaste tabs. So again, I know this is a really popular zero waste swap that I really can't stand. The next one that I regret buying is this zero waste floss. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It comes in glass with an aluminum tin and the floss is compostable, which is fantastic. But I hate flossing like this. I love floss pickers, which are so bad because they are single use. They are a lot of plastic. This is a lot better. But I find myself not flossing because I don't like using this. I don't like flossing that way. But I found a solution, and that is this little doodad called Quip. It opens up, you put it in here, and then you have a ready to go floss picker, but all you're disposing of is this little piece of string instead of the plastic bit every single time. Now, the downside to Quip though is that their floss is still made out of plastic. Once I run out of that plastic floss, I'm gonna start filling it with this compostable floss, and this will be entirely zero waste. So this was a zero waste swap that I regretted, but I ended up making it a swap that works for me. Okay, the next one that I regret is a conditioner bar. I wanted to try one, and then this was also gifted as well, so thank you to Super Zero for gifting me this. But I had been going conditioner free for like 2 years. Not that it's like done anything bad to my hair. I don't really feel like my hair is any softer using this. I find that it's really hard to lather. It doesn't suds up like a shampoo bar. It's really not my favorite swap. I'm gonna go ahead and use this, but I don't think I'll be using a conditioner bar again. Now we're gonna move to the other bathroom. It's not a zero waste swap that I regret per se, but it's one of those that I just chose the most popular brand, and I really regret not doing more research. Sorry it's so dark. Okay, and that swap is, there it is, my Tushy bidet. Don't get me wrong, it's a great swap. It really got me hooked on bidet attachments to have at home, but I really don't think it's the best one. It is definitely the most popular. It's the only one I had ever heard of when I was doing my bidet shopping. I also regret getting that one specifically. I wish I would have just gotten the Tushy like regular bidet, but we got the Tushy Spa because we're like, ooh, we want warm water. It's just like a shower. You know how long it takes for a shower to warm up, right? It's the same thing with that. It's always just tap temperature when it comes out, even in the spa, because it takes so long for it to warm up. So even if you want to still support Tushy, I don't really recommend the spa because it's also very difficult to hook up. The good news though, we did not hook it up to our tap water here. The Tushy Spa still functions as a regular bidet without having the warm water attachment. You can just leave that off if you want, which we did this time because the first time we were a little traumatized as well. We flooded our bathroom during the initial installation in our last home. It's up there for you to watch. But we moved to our new house and we have 2 bathrooms now. How luxurious. And it's always annoying having to wait for someone to use the bathroom because I want to use the bidet. We both want to use the bidet. So I got a bidet attachment for our other bathroom as well. Very bougie, living the high life over here. But I chose Whisper this time, which if you would like to shop Whisper, I do have a code that helps support me as well down below, and I love it. First off, it's significantly cheaper, significantly. And the stream is so much better. How long am I gonna talk about bidets? So Tushy, you know like a garden hose, it has the settings. I think Tushy is kind of like flat, that setting on a hose. It like kind of sprays your whole butt and it leaves me very soaked afterward. But Whisper is more like jet. It's like a very steady stream that I find cleans me better and I don't get as wet afterwards. Like I feel like using the Tushy, I have to wipe my entire butt off from the water and it's just really not my fave. So if you're looking for a bidet, I highly recommend Whisper over Tushy. I don't have it in here, but another zero waste swap I regret is bar hand soap. I hate using it. I don't know why. It's just disgusting to me. But I found this at my local Sprouts. This brand is called Hello. Do I have any in here? I do. All you have to do is buy these little refill tabs. They do come in plastic, but it's like 3 pieces of small plastic this size, instead of throwing away an entire bottle of foaming hand soap each time, so it does foam. I prefer this so much more than hand soap. Just like with the floss, I would find myself not washing my hands because I hate bar soap. So now I actually wash my hands. I hate bar soap, okay? I wash my hands now. Okay, another zero waste swap that I regret. Where is it? Here they are. Drops laundry pods. I think they are a great swap if pods works for you. They don't really work in my washing machine though. I haven't been able to decide. Is it my washing machine? Is it the temperature I use? I don't know, but I find that they have a very difficult time dissolving for me, and then leaving this like plastic. And then also this one, the white one, the Oxy Boost, doesn't dissolve all the way either, like even the Oxy Boost itself. And it just leaves my clothes kind of gross. So if it works for you, great. If you love pods, great. But it wasn't my preference before. I wanted to try it out and see if I liked it, and I don't. So I guess moral of this video is, if you know you don't like something, just don't try it, because chances are you're probably not gonna like it anyway, even if you try a new brand. I don't have them with me anymore. I ended up giving them away to someone on Instagram. And those are reusable cloth pads. That was my very first like zero waste period swap. No, just kidding. I tried a menstrual cup in high school and then I lost it. I don't know where it is. So then I switched to cloth pads because I've always just been that's just always been my preference, and I really, really hated them. I don't know why. I thought they would function the same when they really don't. They just kind of sit there with one facet on the bottom, nothing to adhere to the underwear, so they slide around a lot. Some people love them. I've heard a lot of people have great things to say about them, but I personally don't like them. And I again got them on Amazon. I got them because they were cheap. I didn't want to invest in period underwear, and I really regret that because period underwear are so great. I love them so much. And I have lots of videos talking about zero waste period products. If you're interested, I will leave them down below. I think that's it, or at least those are the ones that I could think of off the top of my head for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to leave yours down below, the zero waste swaps that you regret, and let me know if I mentioned any that you actually love. I know a lot of people love toothpaste tabs, a lot of people love bar soap as well, and so it's just really interesting to see all the preferences we have going on. So if you found this video useful and helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and share it with others so you can talk about your friends what kind of zero waste swaps they don't like as well. That's all that I have. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time, and until next time, remember that your small actions have a big impact in the long run. Bye guys. Sir, I'm filming. Let me help you. Oh yeah, is that nice? Whoa. I say it's similar because I don't regret the swap. Regret. Let's turn that down just a touch. There we go, perfect. And those are reusable cloth